All right, Will, let us check out some of the thought-provoking gaming questions our GGS peeps have sent to us in our inbox.
Yes, let us. And first up is a video question from Ryan, who says he's our biggest fan.
Aw.
Hello GGSP, I'm your biggest fan. I have a few questions. Number 1, have you reviewed the Lego Movie video game? If not, please do. Number 2, have you reviewed Ratchet and Clank? If not, please do. And my final question, what's the best PS4 game? Also, what's Darren's favorite food? Also, PC, if you don't answer, I will delete your video game history and delete everyone's video games in the world.
Thanks, Ryan. Oh, we better get you some answers to avoid widespread game deletion. That's worse than the apocalypse.
Yeah, no kidding. In answer to your first question, well, yes, both the Lego Movie video game and Ratchet and Clank were reviewed on the show back when they were released. Both of these you can check out in our online archive. And we reviewed the Lego Movie 2 video game earlier this year as well.
As for the best PS4 game, well, I don't think there's just one game that can objectively be the best. And there are lots of great PS4 games across multiple platforms, like Rocket League, Rayman Legends, Minecraft, a whole bunch of Lego games, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, I could go on.
But if we did narrow it down to some great games that are PS4 exclusives, I'd say Ratchet and Clank, which you mentioned before, is a great one, and Little Big Planet 3. And I would have said maybe Tetris Effect or Journey, but they're both on PC now as well. And as of recently, Journey is now on iOS.
Cool, now to the question of Darren's favourite food. I think Darren has mentioned before that he doesn't actually need to eat food like humans do, though he does like to cook.
And did you know he loves cooking shows? He's actually been trying to get his own cooking show off the ground for years. I even saw him in the studio. He seemed to be filming some kind of web series pilot.
And then just add some tomato sauce, some poning pepper, and voila! A delicious nutrient array for your next LAN party. Join me next time for another episode of Darren's Gourmet Gamer. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Oh, well, good luck to him, I guess. Moving on to a question from Hello?
Oh, Will, hello, it's Darren. I just received a notification that someone has accessed some of my footage.
Oh, really? What kind of footage?
Something of a culinary nature.
Oh, you mean Darren's Gourmet Gamer.
What? Affirmative. What did you think?
Yeah, no, it's good, Darren. You know, chase the food dream.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. I'm going to research some more recipes now. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay, bye, Darren. Well, we better get back to that question from Yeet. Hi, GGSP. What are your thoughts about the national dex being taken out of Pokemon Sword and Shield? For me, I really don't care because there is still so many things to do in Sword and Shield.
Thanks, Yeet. First up, Will, could you remind us all what this national dex being taken out of Pokemon Sword and Shield Hullabaloo is all about?
Well, the National Pokedex, or National Dex, is a catalogue of all Pokemon regardless of their region. What Yeet is referring to is the news from earlier this year that not all Pokemon will appear in the upcoming Pokemon Sword and Shield, so some Pokemon fans were understandably a bit disappointed.
That's fair enough. You do grow attached to your favourite Pokemon.
That's true. But hey, maybe it's a good opportunity to try out other Pokemon rather than always sticking to your comfort zone. And the developers have said that having so many options can make it difficult to balance battles, which I think is a pretty good point.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm actually interested to see what the new Pokemon are like Wooloo. Aw. But moving on now to some questions from Queen of Dragons. Hi GGSP, this is the Queen of Dragons speaking. I have 2 questions for you to answer. 1, is there dragon games on Xbox 360? 2, what is your favourite character in Spyro? If you do not answer these questions, I will send my dragons to take over GGSP and turn you all into dragons. But no hard feelings.
Thanks, Queen of Dragons. To the question of whether there are dragon games on Xbox 360, well, you've got How to Train Your Dragon 1 and 2, Blue Dragon, The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. So yeah, there are some dragon games on Xbox 360.
As for our favourite character in Spyro, I'd say probably my favourite character from the Spyro the Dragon series is probably the Purple Prince Spyro himself. Did you know he's voiced by Elijah Wood, aka the actor who played Frodo Baggins?
I did, it's pretty cool, but my favourite is probably Bentley the Yeti. He's got quite the vocabulary for a Yeti, or maybe Sheila the kangaroo. I like playing as her, she's so helpful, and it's cool to have a nod to an Australian animal, don't you think?
Oh yeah, mate, too right.
Oh, well, I think that might be all the time we have for Ask SP today. If you have a question for us, head on over here to send it in.
And remember, if it's a video question that we use on the show, you will score some lovely GGSP goodies, like a pin and stickers and a hoodie. Oh my.
So, Jem, I know Queen of Dragons said there would be no hard feelings, but I think I might have some pretty hard feelings about being turned into a dragon.
Why? Dragons are awesome. You can fly and shoot fire out of your mouth. You know, we probably shouldn't have answered Queen of Dragons questions, actually.
Well, it's a bit late now, isn't it?
I'm never going to be a dragon. Nothing.